Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about something that affects each and every one of us, climate change. But specifically, I want to focus on the countries that are bearing the brunt of it. These are the places where the impact is most visible and devastating. Let's start with Bangladesh. This small, low-lying country in South Asia is incredibly vulnerable to rising sea levels. About 70% of the population lives in rural areas, and their livelihoods depend heavily on agriculture. Flooding has become more frequent and severe, displacing millions of people. It's estimated that by 2050, 1 in 7 people in Bangladesh will be displaced by climate change. Next, we have the Maldives. This tropical paradise is known for its stunning beaches and crystal-clear waters, but the very oceans that draw tourists are threatening its existence. With an average elevation of just 1.5 meters above sea level, the Maldives is one of the most vulnerable countries to sea level rise. Experts predict that it could be completely submerged by the end of the century if current trends continue. Moving on to sub-Saharan Africa, we have countries like Chad and Niger. These nations are already grappling with extreme poverty and political instability. Climate change is exacerbating food and water shortages, leading to severe droughts. The shrinking of Lake Chad, for instance, has affected over 30 million people who depend on it for water, farming, and fishing. Then there's Kiribati. This island nation in the Central Pacific Ocean faces similar threats as the Maldives. Rising sea levels and coastal erosion are causing significant land loss. The government is even considering relocating the entire population to Fiji as a last resort. Imagine having to leave your home country because it's disappearing under the waves. Let's not forget about Guatemala in Central America. This country is facing a double whammy of increased tropical storms and prolonged droughts. The agricultural sector, which employs a significant portion of the population, is struggling to cope with the changing climate. This has led to food insecurity and forced migration, putting additional pressure on already strained urban areas. And finally, let's talk about Australia. Recent years have seen unprecedented bushfires, devastating ecosystems and communities. The Great Barrier Reef, one of the world's natural wonders, is suffering from coral bleaching due to rising ocean temperatures. It's a stark reminder that even developed nations are not immune to the impacts of climate change. So, what can we do? Awareness is the first step. It's crucial to understand that climate change is not a distant threat, but a current reality for millions of people around the world. By supporting sustainable practices and pushing for robust climate policies, we can help mitigate some of these impacts. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, every action counts. Let's do our part to protect our planet. See you in the next video.